Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So,
So I sent my files yesterday.
okay, I didn't check. Just give me a minute. Download. Yes. Okay. It become bit muscular. It
Okay.
bit no. Um, have they elongated the body?
No, sir, it is like that only.
It looks bit long. So maybe you have to scale up the head. Its neck is
So and the
thin.
eyes measurement is correct or not?
Chest and shoulder. Is thin. Deltoid and chest is a gap.
Okay.
Like deltoid. It's over your chest and chest is basically is the inside flat. If it become muscular, I can see the wings, muscles, everything. If you open the restaurant, overall, you can see it's like quite skinny. So, chest small. You can see reference chest is small. Your chest is quite wide. Like inside, BCB, labeled up, jump. So see, you can see like front is almost flat. I don't know why its legs look so long. Elbow, yeah, got it. Neck is quite long and chest is flat. Eye down. You see, there's a gap. This gap cannot be there. So it is wide but squarish. So slightly wide. Central bone, forehead, CT, clay builder. Okay, this is just okay. We got disconnected. Okay, you got disconnected. I see that.
Sorry, sir, net got disconnected.
Okay, so I just saw. Hmm. So like little bit like eyes, when you can see like if you zoom into this, you can see your eyebrow, the temporal bone is very strong and prominent. So BCG, like you have to fill more volume, add more muscle, forehead. Mm, then like upper lips are always outside. So
Okay.
the lower lips will go slightly inside. And one more thing you do is
Yes.
this entire model, like this, have to make it skinny because right side looks like a muscular guy. And
Yes, sir.
the Gollum is quite skinny. So, and the scale of the model is really small. So, either you combine with this and scale it up, or go to transpose master, click on T-pose mesh. It
Okay.
will reopen the file, combining both the things. Then scale it T4 times, and then again go to T-pose subtool. It will translate that like scale to your actual model with all subfields. Now you can see your brush size. Now can work in better. Like you don't have to work in point 1, 2, 3, 10, 5, 6. That becomes quite
Okay.
tricky and difficult. Increase it slightly and now stop. D3D. Lower eyelid, eye bag. Lower eye bag is quite big. And this front part push it slightly inside.
Okay.
It's kind of this much inside. It's like curved like this. Then now I have to like make sure it's like thicken out the fingers. The liquid is flat. Like this, it's way too thin. Like right now, like all only the volume problem, like basic volume
Okay.
issues. This is something like block out stage only you should fix it. Otherwise, later it will become very difficult to fix. Once you start adding details and all, it will become very difficult to fix it. So make sure fix it now only. Add all those volume, make it like thick, thin.
Okay.
It cannot be flat. You can see right now it's flat. It should be round. Like our own wrist, if you check, but there are two bones. It can never be flat. Like it's rectangular in shape, but there's a volume. That volume is missing. It should
Okay.
be bit like cylinder, more of a cylinder. Bone, bone. Just triangular shape. like deltoid, make sure like they like three muscles basically, like
Okay.
collarbone, then deltoid, one muscle. Then you have like it could define one muscle. This one is one muscle.
Okay.
Then to back, like easiest to understand. Then you have another muscle, this one. So now in center you left with another muscle. So one, two, three. One,
Three.
two, three. And then you can connect things. Let's see. Maybe in between bicep and here. Then you have your wrist. Sorry, then your forearms. Define all the shapes nicely.
Okay.
Then add all these eyes and like this eyelid thickness is missing. You have to make it thick.
Okay.
So for that you can use inflate brush.
Yeah, sir.
So where is my okay, why it's here? Okay. Inflate, increase the volume. Nose, define nose. The shape.
Okay.
The shape is the and nose is slightly down. It's like way too high right now. So I can just move it down slightly. Have you practiced those basic shapes?
Yes, sir. Then I try this eye, sir.
That is something like is very important. Like maybe sometimes you feel like "Okay, this is like what you use, but that is something big. That is very important to get it right. It becomes everything very easy.
Yes, sir.
Then slowly add the tail. This one is a symmetric.
Okay.
Mhm. This is fine. Like, mhm. Like the more and more you start adding details and blocking out things, automatically you can see the eyes and everything. They
Yes,
fall
sir.
into place and get the proper shape automatically. If you have to follow like any one of the reference, like I am following this reference,
Okay.
this one as my main reference. Rest everything I'm referring. Definitely, I'm referring other parts as well. But I'm treating this as my main reference. So wherever I have like side pose or front pose, I'm trying to match with this because you need to focus on any one because I can clearly see this one and this one. There is a slightly structural difference. This one, slightly structural difference. So this is from their actual company and their own toy. So this is
Yes,
like
sir.
I believe this is in correct proportion and shape.
Sir,
So
I'm using this one, sir, down first one.
this one,
Yes, sir.
okay. So that's what like you have to follow any one reference and focus on that, and then create can see all these lines, everything small volumes. For this also we have like I guess one two, reference. Body structure is kind of same only. The only thing I feel like this its head is bit more roundish and its head is bit like slightly elongated. That's the only difference. Is like maybe that's because of camera angle. That is also possible.
Okay.
So I will keep it here as this one and this one. Yeah. So this one looks bit more round and this one looks bit elongated. Like even
Elongated.
from front also bit long. No, so it only different. Otherwise, it's kind of same body structure wise, training was kind of same only. Yeah. So both are probably a lot of the rings, I guess. Uh, no, I don't know. Not sure. This is some Napoli. Duplicate stuff. Okay. So like this, you have to fix this entire mesh, like all details, and do
Okay.
it quickly. There, you know, like focus and do it quickly. Use your time and like
Yes, sir.
practice and every day, like for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, spend good quality time and do it.
Yes, sir.
Because otherwise it will become very difficult to achieve it. So let's open our file and start start our posing. So I'll open my file. Document. So for posing, So before posting, what I have to do is I have to define all my polygroups. Right now, I can see my entire body is one single
One
solid
poly.
polygroup.
Okay.
Right? That is something is not. I don't want it. Control W. Make sure everything is one polygroup because I can see if I undo it and solo, you can see mountain and I inside are not same. So Control W. Select the model. Control W. It will make everything one single solid polygroup. Shift F. Okay, so keep the shift F switch this thing on. Now I have to separate polygroups for entire body for better selection for my previous stage. No, sorry, for my for future stages where I'm going to modify, model, rotate, isolate for those things. Because after posing, because if I pose it, this thing like after posing like this, if I want to do something here, it will become very
Uh,
difficult because it's kind of touched. This is all these things are overlapping because we when you bend our hands, arms, and squeeze our body and next to our chest, so it kind of in 3D model it collapse inside the body, but in actually in our body it just basically press against the body and it becomes flat, right? So
yes, sir.
it will going to intersect slightly with the body, so it will become very difficult to select this area or modify anything there. So that's why I need to I what I'll do, I'll create separate polygroups for everything. So like for shoulder, first oh sorry okay. So for doing this, I'll just reduce the polygon slightly to 3 so that it becomes a bit light and I can move it and do it very quickly. So I need a lasso selection for this. Symmetry is on. I can switch off perspective. The first thing first, I'll select it from shoulder to underarm. Control W. Separate
Okay.
polygroup. Right? Right? Separate polygroup. Because and I'm selecting this area because our bone joint point is here, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Correct. Like we have to separate it from the mark all those points joints. That's the basic idea. Then from wrist, control W, or maybe I can do wrist later. I can do it from elbow, control W. Then forget about this little unevenness.
Okay.
Then like little unevenness, that is fine because anyways we have quite a high poly, so that time we can manage those things slightly. So this is done. Then uh, I this legs I need to separate them because I need to change the leg position. Control W. Reason we have this hip joint here, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
from here I'm separating it. This area, let it be like this. Doesn't matter much. So torso is separate, my leg is separate, and now from knee, control W and feet join control W. Okay. And if I want, I can create a separate polygroup for each and every finger also if I want for better control. I can do that as well. As of now, I'm keeping it like this. Okay. Now head control W. So everything is separate shifter. So I have everything separate. Let's go to highest subdivision level. Everything is on and make sure nothing is hidden. Like in everything I'm using, everything is like nothing is hidden.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to use T-pose mesh. Right click and see my model is around 20 million. If I click on this, it will merge my entire model and open a separate model. merge everything and open a separate model altogether. But in this model, you can see this entire body is one single solid geometry and solid polygroup.
Yes,
But
sir.
that is fine for this. But that is for my actual file. This is not the actual file. My actual file is here. This is my actual file, and this one is a transpose. You can see T post 2 base 2. This is just a
Okay.
reference file. Whatever I modify here, it will automatically modify my actual model. So let's start doing something. Okay. Head and also I can bend later. So first things first, I want to modify from the line inverted W, and this gizmo, like if you want to rotate anything, make sure move it to wherever it's like bone position.
Okay.
So right now I have selected both the legs, so moving it to the center. Or if I can want to move only legs separately, I can like do the sorry, X is also off, so I can do, you see it works separately. So I can do that very easily. So for this, before that, I have to control click on the body. It will smooth your mask, blur your mask,
Okay.
then I'm rotating. You see, everything is rotating along with this. It makes my life way easier. And one more thing, this entire thing I don't want to rotate this thing with my body. So I just masked it. Oh, okay. Bending this entire thing. No, I should have rotated the leg first entirely. The meeting going to end. I'll restart and then rejoin it. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Okay, soft selection creating issue. The things I need to keep it like this. Yeah, it's much better. Like I'm checking all these things. I'm bending both the legs together